Hey guys, Big Time Collector 01 here, back at it again with another action figure review. And today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Mr. Freeze. Man, I'm so excited to open this guy up. This is another character I really wanted from this line, and McFarlane delivered giving us this Mr. Freeze, and I'm so happy. This is one of my favorite Batman villains of all time. You have Mr. Freeze, Victor Freeze here. No source material, which is really weird. And you have, the barcode right here if you want to, screenshot that. I did get this on the McFarlane toy store. There was a shipping delay with this guy, but he came pretty quickly. Got an image of the back. And if you want to find this guy, I did see that he's hitting Walmarts. I did see a few videos of people finding him at Walmart. He should be hitting GameStop as well, and should be hitting Target stores soon. So let's get to it and open this guy up. And before we take a look at the figure, let's take a closer look at his accessories. Comes with your standard issue DC Multiverse base. Then he comes with a trading card. This image does not match the figure, but it is cool. So here's the bio if you want to read it. Pause it right now. And then he comes with his freeze gun. I'm not calling this blaster, it's a gun. We have a gun with a DC Multiverse figure. This makes me happy. To be honest, I didn't think we'd get Mr. Freeze due to him having a gun and the Warner Brothers mandate, but no, they gave us the gun. So I'm very happy. I think they gave it to us and they got away with it because of the freeze effect, which is, it's not permanently in there. It's glued in. Oh, I think I got it. It's glued in. You can pull it out. Just there we go. Got it. Yeah, you can pull it out. It is a separate piece. So, yeah. Now, taking a closer look at Mr. Freeze, I like this design. At first, I was like, it needs more blue, but I like it. I do like it a lot, and there are some surprises with this design. But I wanted to mention before I get more into it, the dome is a separate piece and you can remove it. That's the only way you can move his head is if you remove the dome. That has a little notch on the front, so you can just slide it right there. Looks good. I do wish the plastic was a little bit more clear than this. I mean, it does the job. I don't know. It just looks like it will yellow over time. So yeah, pretty cool. And then taking a look at Mr. Freeze's head, looks good. I'm just gonna remove the dome really quick. Looks really good. It looks like Mr. Freeze loved the blue skin. You got silver and black and red for the goggles. Looks great. You can see some cushioning for his neck in there. Looks awesome. You can put this back on. And I'm also glad that they didn't send the platinum edition. Now, taking a quick look at the back, you get these tubes, these canisters, to filter the cold air into his suit so he can survive. Really good sculpting. It's painted silver nicely. And I do like how the top armor over here isn't like, I thought this was gonna, be the same white as, on the costume, but no, it's like a lighter blue and it looks cool. I do like how that looks. You get this red little vent here. Looking great. You get more detail here. Would have been nice if it were painted, but overall looks good. And then taking a look at the the lower torso, you get this bluish greenish color right here, looking good. More of that blue color and more black, and then this cream. It's not like I was kind of curious on how they would do this figure, and it's more of like not really a creamish white. It's kind of like a creamish white. It's like an off-white. I thought it was going to be like a straight up white, like this. But this looks good. I do like it. Hopefully we get a more Batman the Animated Series colors. I would love to see that. And then taking a closer look at the boots, he's got these big old boots on him. Now taking a closer look at this figure's articulation. So if you want to move the head at all, you're going to have to remove the dome, of course. So his head can look up that much, can look down that much. You can literally bury the chin. He's sniffing his own armor. And yeah, you can't put the dome on when he's, looking down like that. Just curious. You can tilt the head and can look side to side. The shoulders move up that much. As you can see, this is a rubber shoulder piece right here. Arms rotate 360. Okay, I am just finding out that he has a bicep swivel. Like, when I first opened him up, it was kind of stiff. He does have a bicep swivel. It is swiveling. But he also does have double jointed elbows, but he has swivel double jointed elbows, which I thought was really interesting. His wrists are, your traditional McFarlane balls. You can, hinge and rotate like that. Got a dumbbell joint in the torso. Can crunch forward that much. Can crunch back that much. You can pivot and rotate as well. He gets a really good spread. Double jointed knees that bend in that much. And then ankles that move down just a little bit up. He does have ankle pivot and rotation. Oh, and he has a boot cut. A boot cut on a DC Multiverse figure. That's new. Measuring Mr. Freeze out, he comes to around 7. To the top of his head, 7.5 inches tall. And then to the top of his dome, like 7 3/4. And here's Mr. Freeze next to 2 Batmans. We have the Hush Batman, which these two, I believe these two share the same case. And then we have the Rebirth Batman, which they use this Batman, the Rebirth Batman, with the promotional videos with Mr. Freeze. And I gotta say, he scales well with both of them. I'm surprised that he scales pretty well with the Hush Batman. Like, I thought the Hush Batman was gonna be too big, but they stand around the same height. And if you want them to stand around the same height, that works. They have stood around the same height before. But I always like my Mr. Freeze to be larger than Batman, so the Rebirth one works perfectly. And I also just, beat Arkham City again. And his boss fight is the best. Let me know down in the comments below if you like it too. And then here he is next to 2 other Batmans. We have the Detective Comics 1000 Batman and the Page Punchers Batman. And I think he scales really well with these guys too. I actually think the scaling between, the Batmans and this Mr. Freeze work really well. If you want a, Batman to be the same height as him, you can use the Hush or the 3 Jokers Batman. If you want him to be taller than Batman, just go ahead and use your Page Punchers or your Rebirth Batman. Even the Detective Comics 1000 looks really good next to him. And here he is next to the 2 Batman villains I have handy on me right now. We have the Arkham City Riddler and the Joker from, my Kid Bash Death of the Family. And he looks good. I'm very happy to have Mr. Freeze in my collection. And again, if you saw my previous Black Manta review, I said my main focus for this year was adding more villains to my display, and Mr. Freeze is definitely an essential. And then here's Mr. Freeze next to just a few, DC villains. We have Deathstroke, the Page Punchers, Black Manta, Lex Luthor, and Reverse Flash. And again, McFarlane's just killing it with the line. He's just throwing out so many characters that we really would like to see. And Black Manta and Mr. Freeze top my list, and I'm so happy to have them. So happy to have them both. And again, like I said, villains is my main focus this year. And having these two with these guys just puts a big ass smile on my face. And there you have it, my review on the McFarlane Toys Mr. Freeze. I gotta say, I like it. I'm very happy with this figure. I'm very pleased with it. Is it the design I would go for? Not really. It's not. Again, I like the design. It has grown on me. Like, when I first saw it, I was just like, this isn't really my favorite, but it has grown on me. I prefer it over the design on the trading card. I didn't really like that design. I don't know if that's New 52 or Rebirth, but I like a more armored look. There is a platinum variant to this guy where he has more of the 80s superpowers, colors on him, which looks okay. It's a cool variant, but it's not for me. If I find it, I might pick it up just to have it because I like finding these variants. But yeah, again, very happy with this guy. This is definitely a character top of my list. Like him, Black Manta, or like neck and neck for number 1. And I'm so glad to have him in my collection. And I just really hope we get more villains, and just more villains for the collection is nice. And I'm so happy to be building out that rogues gallery, especially for Batman, one of my favorite characters and one of my favorite rogues gallery. Again, the figure has great articulation. It did surprise me, especially with the head, how the dome works, and then the the elbows and the biceps, those kind of surprised me. And another thing that surprised me is the gun. I don't know how McFarlane got away with it. I don't know how in the world he was able to give us a Mr. Freeze with a gun. Like, again, I was like kind of worried that we wouldn't get Mr. Freeze because of that. But no, they gave us a Mr. Freeze with the freeze gun. I think it's because of the effect. And, you know, McFarlane, he has, you know, he knows what we want. So he did make it a little easy to remove the effect, which is awesome. I'll mainly have mine removed, but it's good to have the option. Like I said, there's not much, you know, to complain about this guy. He's awesome to have. And if you guys like this review, I highly recommend, you leaving a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.